Bangladesh is on the edge. Massive violent anti-Hasina and anti-India protests have gripped the nation. Vandalism and arson seen across various cities, not just Dhaka. Violence erupted in Bangladesh following the death of a prominent leader, Sharif Usman Hadi, who was the face of the youth movement that ousted former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Sharif Usman Hadi was shot by masked attackers while leaving a mosque in Dhaka last week, succumbed to his injuries in Singapore while undergoing treatment. After Sharif Hadi's death, anti-India and anti-Hasina protests broke out in Bangladesh. Mob stormed Assistant High Commission of India in Chittagong and set it on fire. The angry, violent mob also broke barricades and marched towards the Assistant High Commissioner's residence. A Hindu man was beaten to death by a mob over allegations of blasphemy in Bangladesh's Mem Singh district. According to police, a group of people accused him of making derogatory remarks about Prophet Muhammad, attacked him. Tensions on the ground continue to rise. Protesters have hit the streets accusing Hasina of assassinating Hadi, who was set to contest upcoming elections in February. Protesters raised slogans against India, demanded Hasina's extradition, also targeted office of the Awami League, torched houses of Hasina's close aides.
আমরা শহীদ শরীফ উসমান হাদির আদর্শ ও ত্যাগকে শক্তিতে পরিণত করি, ধৈর্য ধারণ করি, অপপ্রচার ও গুজবে কান না দিই এবং যে কোনো হঠকারী সিদ্ধান্ত থেকে বিরত থাকি। যারা দেশকে অস্থিতিশীল করতে চান তাদের ফাঁদে পা না দিয়ে আসুন আমরা সবাই ঐক্যবদ্ধভাবে গণতন্ত্র, ন্যায় বিচার ও গণমানুষের অধিকার প্রতিষ্ঠার পথে অবিচল পদক্ষেপে এগিয়ে যাই।
এর বিচার যদি বিচার না হয় তাহলে ভবিষ্যতে কোনো হাদি আর জন্ম নেবে না। তাহলে আমাদের আসলে এই হাদি যেহেতু আমাদের থেকে চলে গেছে, এরপর যদি কোনো হাদি এরকম আসবে না, আর যদি আসতে হয় তাহলে সবাইকে অবশ্যই এর প্রতিবাদে এবং এই যে হত্যাকাণ্ডের প্রতিবাদে জুলাইয়ের মতো আমাদের সবাইকে একসাথে ঐক্যবদ্ধ থেকে এই হত্যাকাণ্ডের বিচার যাতে অবশ্যই এই দেশে মাটিতে হয় সে ব্যাপারে সবাইকে ঐক্যবদ্ধ থাকতে হবে।
গুলি করা থেকে এর মদতদাতা, এর পৃষ্ঠপোষকতা, এর অর্থদাতা এবং দেশের বাহিরে যে যদি এর সাথে যারা জড়িত আছে সকলের মুখোশ উন্মোচন করে আমরা এর বিচার চাই।
আমার ওখানে ওই যে আমাদের ক্যামেরা, লেন্স, আনুষঙ্গিক সবকিছু মিলে প্রায় আমার একটা সাংবাদিকের ডয়ারে প্রায় ধরো না 25 থেকে 30 লাখ টাকার জিনিস থাকে। আমার সব স্মৃতি, আমার যে এত বছরের কেরিয়ারে যে ছবি তোলা, আমার যে 4-5টা হার্ড ড্রাইভ, তারপরে হচ্ছে আমার পাসপোর্ট,
4 থেকে 6 তলা পর্যন্ত হচ্ছে পুরোটাই ভাঙচুর করছে, লুটতরাজ করছে, একদম একটা ড্রয়ার পর্যন্ত খালি রাখে নাই, সব চেক করে সব নিয়ে গেছে, ল্যাপটপ ভাঙছে।
I'm going to go straight across to Shivani for more details on that story. Worrying pictures, horrific pictures have come in from Bangladesh, but the other big concern here, Shivani, has got to do with the fact that I understand protesters are in fact breaching the barricades and are moving towards the India-Bangladesh border. This is a huge concern for India. Tell us more about how the government is viewing the situation. Shivani.
Neha, we are seeing that since past 4 days, there have been multiple protests, especially targeting the Rajshahi's Assistant High Commission of India. And these protesters, they are coming in the shape of mobs. There are people who are associated with certain radical anti-India organizations. That's what the intelligence inputs are now pointing out. We've seen how after the news about Hadi's death broke out last evening, with the vandalization of property, the media houses out there, the buildings were set on fire on multiple cities across Bangladesh. This violence continues, Sneha, and this is happening since last many days. Certainly, the escalation started yesterday after the news about Hadi's death had broken out. But even before that, we are witnessing the kind of chaos, the violence, and especially the anti-India protests that are going on. So the intelligence inputs are now pointing out towards a conspiracy that certain elements in Bangladesh, they are not only trying to provoke the sentiment against India out there, but they are also targeting the Indian diplomats inside Bangladesh, not only at one place in Rajshahi, we've been seeing and getting multiple pictures and videos from there, but also in many other Assistant High Commission offices across Bangladesh, Sneha. So the situation remains volatile. The Indian agencies are mapping it, they are monitoring it, they are on a high alert. And in India also, I must tell you that the security situation is being viewed when it comes to Bangladesh embassy here in India. The security has been heightened out here. And also the northeastern states that share their border with Bangladesh, out there also the security agencies are on a high alert. So the whole situation remains quite volatile as we are seeing a continuing violence inside Bangladesh and the targeting of Indian diplomats inside Bangladesh, various cities, including the Rajshahi.
All right, Shivani getting us those details at this point in time. I'm going to leave it there for the moment, telling us about the situation. Remember, various northeastern states share the border with Bangladesh, and that indeed is a worrying situation. Dhaka is now looking at these developments cautiously, and so is India. Journalist from Dhaka, Junaid Khan, is with us. Please do tell us what, in your opinion, is really the future path for your country. Is history being rewritten or democracy coming undone? How will elections also take place in this sort of a volatile situation, Junaid?
This is really a tough question whether Bangladeshi democracy is coming undone or getting better because those who are doing this vandalism, I mean, what happened last night, the biggest daily, Bangla Daily and English Daily, the Prothom Alo and the Daily Star, and there is a very essential, and I think this is very historical organization, Chayanot. This was also vandalized by these people. So those who are doing this, they are thinking they are doing this for betterment of democracy. So future will decide what was better for democracy and what not. But right now, the current situation, the government and the biggest political party BNP, they are very confident about election. They are saying election will happen in February in declared time. So they are confident. But the situation and the chaotic situation is not permitting right now, and hope this will solve very soon and election will happen because people right now want a political government, and they think the political government, only a political government can bring the stability.
Telling you about the situation in Bangladesh that continues to be rather grim. The country on the edge, really massive violent anti-Hasina, anti-India protests that have broken out, not just in the capital city of Dhaka, but many other parts of the country. Vandalism and arson that has been seen, including the lynching and the burning of a young Hindu man who's been charged with blasphemy by the violent, unruly mob there who set him afire after killing him. Violence erupted in various other places. Remember, after the death of Sharif Usman Hadi, who was the face of the youth movement from last year that ousted former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. And hence, because Sheikh Hasina continues to be in the country, in India, the demand is that India should send her back to Bangladesh, and anti-India sentiments is what is being heard on the grounds. I'm going to go back, in fact, to Shivani for more on that story. Shivani, this is clearly a government in the country which is completely not in control of the situation, as is evident. Tell us about the current situation now. Which are the worst affected areas also in Bangladesh, and how are they trying to contain the situation, contain this?
Sneha, we've seen a complete lawlessness in Bangladesh, especially after August 2024, when Sheikh Hasina, she had to run away for her life. She had to flee her own country. And now what we are seeing is that complete deterioration inside Bangladesh, multiple cities where there are protesters who are lynching people, especially they are targeting the Hindus out there. The Hindu community has been targeted since last 1.5 years in Bangladesh, and it is continuing, especially after what happened on 12th of December when Hadi was shot. There are certain elements inside Bangladesh who are provoking people against India. They are trying to put allegations that there was an involvement in the murder of this particular student leader who lost his life. And yesterday evening, when the news broke out, we saw that there was an escalation of the already going on protests in multiple cities across Bangladesh. So Chittagong, we've seen how protesters, they not only try to set the buildings ablaze. Not only the media houses, the Daily Star, which happens to be one of the most prominent publications out there, the media house. It was the office was vandalized, and not only
We'll
this,
just come back to
Sneha,
you,
there
Shivani.
are